Welcome. This video is intended to demonstrate how to effectively perform a macroinvertebrate kick sample. It will introduce the various habitat and substrate types and how to select the appropriate areas to sample, as well as how to obtain a clean sample for examination. Riffles are the fastest flowing areas where the surface is broken and you can see white bubbles forming on the surface. Many of the more sensitive taxa are adapted to this high velocity environment, which provides the high dissolved oxygen levels they need. Runs are similar to riffles, but the velocity is slightly reduced and the surface is unbroken, although it may still be turbulent. Glides are where the water is flowing quickly but has a completely smooth surface. Often these are deeper than runs and riffles. Pools occur where there is little or no visible flow. These habitats are typically depositional and tend to accumulate fine sediment on the stream bed. Here you will tend to find animals which are not well adapted to high velocity environments but may have a lower oxygen requirement. It is important to note substrate types, as these will also affect the community you will expect. They are separated by size classes. Clay is very thick and can be formed into a ball. Silt is very fine and will appear smoky when disturbed. You will not be able to distinguish individual grains with the naked eye of either silt or clay. Sand is less fine and heavier and can settle out in slightly more energetic habitats. You will be able to see individual grains. Gravel includes anything larger than sand and up to the size of a closed fist and can be good habitat for smaller invertebrates. Cobbles include anything larger than a closed fist and up to the size of your head. They are frequently ideal habitats for much of the larger sensitive taxa. Anything larger than this is a boulder. While more difficult to sample, these can also provide excellent habitat. They tend to be more stable, so are frequently good places to find more sedentary taxa like cased caddisflies and snails. Before you enter, it is useful to first observe the reach to be sampled from the bank. Walk upstream and downstream, and if possible use the height of the bank to observe the characteristics of the site. We are looking for the various flow types, riffle, run, glide and pool, as well as substrate size classes, as these will determine where we will sample. Choose the areas you will sample to take in a variety of these, but spending the majority of your effort in riffle habitats where possible. If no good habitat is immediately visible, take a look around the nearest bend to see if better habitat is available nearby. Sampling. Kick samples should be carried out for a minimum of 2 minutes. This is 2 minutes of actual kicking and does not include time spent moving between kicks. Kicks should be carried out in a zigzag pattern in an upstream direction. It is important to always kick hard when sampling. The object of the kick sample is to disturb the substrate upstream of the net in order to dislodge macroinvertebrates. You want to capture invertebrates in the net without too much debris and sediment. You can change the distance you kick from the net based on the velocity of the water. Kick closer to the net where the velocity is lower and further away where it is faster. The cleaner the sample, the easier the identification and counting will be in the tray afterwards, which will save time and increase accuracy. You will quickly deplete the invertebrates in a given area, so move frequently and sample a large area. Remember to observe the sediment plume when kicking and place the net accordingly in order to capture the invertebrates flowing downstream. Hand search. It is also important to carry out a hand search as part of your sample, as some taxa tend not to dislodge easily while kicking. Don't simply pick up several random stones, but search for stones that have invertebrates on them. Place the stone at the edge of the net and wipe the surface of the stone into the net. Ensure that you get everything off the stone, including caddisfly cases. Many of these cases will be empty, and in order to correctly count them, they must be removed from the stones.